Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Business Management 3 or Business Studies 3. I know it's been quite a difficult time for you and a great deal of uncertainty for us all. I've tried to communicate as much as possible during this time. However, I've been limited by the information that I've had available to me at the end of the day. So, guys, what is going to be happening further this year? You are due to come back to campus at some stage. I realize that there might be some anxiety about this, seeing that the dates haven't been communicated yet and specific arrangements haven't been communicated yet, etc. Okay, so I'm waiting for executive management to give us a way forward there. But I will also be going to campus on Monday, where I will be busy with the health and safety of the faculty and advising on steps that we need to take in order to keep you as safe as possible when you're on campus. So we'll look at things like how we can social distance you most effectively, perhaps putting you in a limited number of venues and ensuring that you don't necessarily have to come to campus excessively during this period. So hopefully we can schedule classes in the same venue on the same day, etc. Okay, so what is going to happen with Business Studies 3? As I say, I don't have the way forward yet, the exact way, but as far as you're concerned, in terms of what we're going to be doing, guys, I'm going to provide you with two key sets of resources. On the one hand, I will provide you with a workbook. The workbook will cover all of the topics that are covered this year. So there will be 10 topics in the workbook, and that will be all the topics from project management, introduction to global management, your different business environments, etc., up to strategic management, which is the last topic of the year. Okay. The other resource that I will provide you is on Blackboard My Classroom that I assume you're on now. I will provide you with a lecture each week. So I will conduct the lecture, I will record the lecture. In fact, I've already done it for the lectures, which I will put up onto Blackboard. So you can, as if you were in class, you can go through the slides, a little video with the slides, and it's got me explaining what goes on each slide. The other thing that we're going to do is we will have live sessions where I will be available to answer questions, discuss feedback, etc. for the exercises, so that we can make sure that everyone's got what they're supposed to have. Also, I will provide forums in which you can discuss your queries, questions, whatever. So I will interact with you. You also can email me as per usual, ask me any questions, etc., or you can communicate through your class rep. So you've got a number of channels to communicate with me. So how the year will run, guys, you've got the dates. I will publish the course outline with the new dates in it. I will also then, in terms of the assessments, okay, the assignment one, the one that should have been submitted at the end of the first semester, or first term rather, will be due next week. That would be on the 12th. I will provide a link for you. Exactly the same requirements are required, i.e. your Turnitin report, the whole, as if, yeah, because the assignment was basically done before we left campus. The June, or previously June exam, which would now be your mid-year test, is being replaced with a short assignment where you will have to individually analyze the financial environment of the country that you did in the group assignments. A much shorter analysis there, where you will have to look at key financial factors and how they affect that particular country. Then your portfolio will be, okay, it will be an individual / group portfolio. How that will work now is previously your portfolio was a group product, but given social distancing, not knowing when you guys are going to be back on campus, etc., what I'm going to do for the portfolio is you're going to divide up the content of the portfolio between you. You will then submit the chapters or the topics, the questions on those topics. So that if there's 5 of you in a group, for instance, you will each do 2 topics within that chapter. You decide how you, or 2 topics within the portfolio, but you decide how you divide the information up. Bottom line is, from all the group members, I want all the topics to be covered so that you can share them between each other, because the point is that the questions in the different topics are what will be covered in the test/exam at the end of the year. And to answer that question, yes, you will be writing a test at the end of the year. So in November, you are scheduled to write a final test because you're an exit level subject. So we want to get you through this place. You will be writing your tests when that comes up. I will communicate further details. The bottom line is you'll have everything in the workbook or on Blackboard that you need to pass that. So you'll have all information that you need there. So this first week is just basically to provide you with a little introduction and orientate you about the way forward. So as I said, each week, guys, there will be a video, there will be the workbook will be up. In fact, the first part of the workbook I'll put up will contain 6 topics. Then the remaining 4 topics I'll put up a bit later because I need to edit it, etc. It's taken quite a bit of work to sort out the editing, because I used Google Voice Type to type it up while I was lecturing, so it was quite a lot of work to edit the book, etc. So I will do some more work on it, but you'll see it is very detailed and it's got more than enough information for you to pass the course. It's also got enough information for you to go back into and answer the questions for each of the exercises that are in the different topics. So guys, this week just introductory, get back to the swing of things a bit. I realize we're all anxious, we're all unsure, we're probably all suffering from quite a bit of fatigue, etc. So just to get going again and get up to speed again, etc. From next week we will start the plan is to review the topics that we covered in term 1, because number 1, there were students who registered late. Some of you were floating around missing in action for the first couple of weeks. Then also we have been away for such a long time. It's now 2 months or over 2 months that we've been away from campus. So just to get you up to speed and refresh you on the different topics, etc. The one advantage that the lockdown has had is that, or for me anyhow, not necessarily for you, is that we've lost the in-service training components of the program, because you're not going to be able to go work in organizations because of all the issues around the pandemic. So we have a little bit more time during the year to cover the topics. So we've got 10 topics to cover. We have approximately 15 weeks. So the reason also then why we're doing the revision in the first few weeks is because this is probably the time that you'll be using to get back to campus, and I don't necessarily want to burden you with new work, etc. at that stage. But by the same token, guys, I don't know what the way forward is. Executive management will inform you when you're due back on campus and how this is going to happen, etc. But you also need to keep in mind that Cape Town is a hot spot, so we've got a very high infection rate compared to the rest of the country. And this is not getting better at the moment. So I think the situation may very likely change again in Cape Town at some stage. So thanks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to seeing you again this year, that we can get going, that we can get this year finished, and we can get you out of here and hopefully see you graduating next year, even if it is graduating virtually next year. All of the best. Thanks very much. Cheers.